And we are live. Guys, I have a guy I had on recently, but we're going to talk again about his veterans tournament. So, without further ado, how are you doing tonight, Gary Borne?
I'm doing great.
So, why don't you tell us about the veterans tournament, about what is an eligible veteran, first responder, and also, you also have a need for boaters for this too. Why don't you just explain the whole deal?
Yeah, so May 2nd, uh, on Toledo Bend, 99% sure is going to be out of Alpine Marina.
And where is that?
Alpine Marina is on the Texas side by Palagacho.
Okay.
It's right up.
Is that
It's
Mid-Lake?
it's mid lake, right when you pass on 6 when you head into Manny on 6. And you get to Toledo Bend.
Okay.
There's a bridge that crosses Toledo Bend right there. That's Highway 6 that goes into Texas. You go around there, and it's probably 10 minutes from there. Not real sure. Didn't map it out, but it's like 10 minutes away. But that's the place we're trying to get.
Then.
Sir?
It's pretty close to Manny then.
Oh yeah. I'll turn my volume up a little bit. Yeah, so on May 2nd, veterans and first responders, if you want to go there and fish, you can fish for free. All I ask is that you go on the website, www.thinlinefishing.net. Thinlinefishing.net. Go on there. There's a place on there to register. You don't have to pay anything. Just register. That way I know I have 50 veterans or 30 first responders or whatever, so that I can accommodate boats. I need people to come in with boats to take these people fishing. It's going to be, when you come in to fish, excuse me, as a boater, basically you donating your time and you're making $100 donation to the cause. $50 is going to split. $50 is going to be split for the nonprofits, and then $50 is going back into the payouts per person, or per boat, should I say. Thin Line has already put in $1,000 for payouts. If you're a boater, all I ask, please go in there and register. Also say, hey, I'm a boater. I'm going to take a veteran or first responder out. I'm going to put your number down. Put that on. I haven't looked at the registration yet. The guy making the website, we haven't talked since last week, and I haven't gone look. I don't know if there's a spot to put your name and your phone number and all that stuff, but he said, yes, I can do it. It's going to be done. So I'm not worried about it. I will be going to check on that this week.
So please, let me make sure I have this correct. So go to thinlinefishing.net and register as a person or a first responder. I have it right underneath our pictures there, if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Thinline.
When you open it up, they should have a spot on there for registration. The registration is only for this May 2nd tournament. It's for none of the other tournaments. That registration is specific for that tournament because it's so important that I know how many people I got coming. That way I can match up the fishermen with the boaters. That way I don't show up and have 100 fishermen and only 20 boats.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Or 100 boats and 20 fishermen. You know what I'm saying? I need to balance that. I need to be on my toes with that. Because I want them to come out there and not have any problems, get in a boat and go fishing. Elijah.
I'm thinking about doing this. I am going to be there and I'm going to be fishing as a veteran.
There you go. Elijah, the owner of Thin Line, he said that we have at least one pontoon.
Ah.
Right. One guy already donated a pontoon to bring veterans and first responders. Basically, if they don't want to fish the tournament, if they just want to go out there and fish, they'll bring them for 2-3 hours. Go bring them, catch some sakale or crappie, wherever you're from. That's what they are. White perch, specks, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm from down the bayou. A speck is a saltwater fish, but anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, we will have one pontoon that's going to make a couple of trips that day out and bring 6 or 8 people at a time. Bring them out fishing. Also, we're gonna have, for the first time, we're gonna have a live release pontoon boat.
There you go.
So when we come in with the fish, when we weigh in, somebody's gonna take, after it's weighed in and take pictures, somebody's gonna bring it to that boat. They're gonna put it in the big tank, and when they got enough, they'll go out into the lake and let them go gently. They're gonna have a big aeration system on there to get the fish back up healthy and everything else.
That's a fantastic idea right there, Gary. I love that. Yeah.
Well, it's May. It's not really hot, but if you catch a fish from deep water, it don't matter what the temperature is. You have to be careful with them.
You have to be careful.
That's why we run Fish Lung.
Sure.
That's one of our sponsors. We run Fish Lung. That big. So the big fish you wanted to talk about, I'll talk about that in a minute. The Fish Lung saved its life. But anyway, so registration's 5 a.m., weigh-in's 3 p.m. That's all there is to it. We're going to have people there cooking. It's going to have a cooking contest. Whoever wins it wins a fishing trip with me anywhere in the state. Saltwater or fresh, it don't matter. So the night before, I'm going to be putting this out on our Thin Line website and on our Facebook page. I'm going to be putting it out later, probably mid-April, on a location the night before the tournament. All the captains, everybody who's bringing somebody fishing, has to come to a mandatory meeting the Friday night. That way we can do all the safety briefings and all that stuff. Because that has to be done. Yes.
A bunch of legal mumbo jumbo, I understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It has to be done with everything that's going on in the fishing industry. Me and you talked about this already, what happened on Smith Lake.
Man.
I mean, everybody and their mama's getting sued for that.
Absolutely.
So we want to take precautions on making sure we have all our safety briefings and everybody has what they have, and then we'll go about and have fun.
Yep. In a lawsuit, everybody gets sued, man. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's sad, but
that's a fact of life anymore.
It's sad that those people got killed.
Let's talk about fun things, man.
Yep.
So you caught a giant freaking bass this year.
Yeah. One of the bigger ones I caught all year. I caught on Grand Bayou, but just north of Natchitoches, I want to say. Yeah. Grand Bayou Resort and all that area up there.
Sure.
Yeah, I caught it in, it was 22 foot of water.
22 feet of water?
Yeah. On a big crankbait, big 8XD.
Were you fishing down 22 feet? Or
yeah. I was dredging. With that thing. I was cranking that big crankbait as fast as it could go through the water on a 7-3-1 lose reel on a 7.5 foot rod.
So you're
cranking. My elbows and my wrists still hurt, I think, from cranking that thing.
And all of a sudden it just stopped, huh?
Oh, it just stopped like I would have been hung up on a rock.
You're
and
like,
then
I don't want to lose this $15 crankbait. Come on, man.
Yeah,
come on.
right. That's why I haven't never bought me a big glide bait yesterday, because I can't throw a $40 bait and lose it. But yeah, I was cranking it. Me and Elijah was fishing in that tournament, and I was cranking and cranking and cranking. I had been throwing as far as I could throw this thing. And I was fishing on 12-pound test, Yozuri, fluorocarbon. And cranking and cranking. And like I said, it stopped. That moderate rod just bent over. It's like, oh. And then I felt the head shake. I told Elijah, I said, get the net.
Yeah.
And
awesome. Yeah.
And I brought him up, and I brought him up really fast because crankbaits.
Oh yeah.
Crankbaits hate to stay in the fish's mouth unless they swallow them.
They don't. How do? But also,
it's because the bait is so heavy, and those hooks. Like now, this year they just came out with 360 swivels on the crankbaits.
Yep.
That way it don't rip them out as bad. But still, you got a big plug. You got a big old 8XD on there on a treble hook. If he's not hooked with both of them, good luck.
Good luck, man. So you threw it out as far as you could in 22 feet of water. You were shoveling dirt on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
He caught you. How much did he weigh?
The picture says 865, but that's with boat fish. She was like 787, something like that, like 7 3/4. She was skinny. Like if you look at her, it looks like she's fat, but if you look, I'm holding it. I got the other little fish in my other hand. You can't hardly see it. You have to look really good at that picture. But I'm holding the other little fish, which is I don't know, a 148 or 150, a pound and a half or something. Yeah, it looked like you could eat it. But I won big fish in the tournament, and Grand Bayou has some double digits. Yeah, you're freezing up.
Ah, shoot.
Oh, there you are. I hear you again.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for that picture of you with the big fish, but
oh. Yeah.
But anyways, I'm sure most of these people saw that in the announcement thing. So where else have you been fishing this year?
So our first tournament was up in about 25, 30 miles north of Shreveport last month on the 21st in Black Bayou, Austin.
Okay.
There was 3 tournaments going on that place, and it's not very big. I would say maybe double the size of Chico. And it fishes like Chico.
So maybe
I'm not sure the acreage. Yeah, I'm not sure how many acres, but there was the UB Singles was there. Mr. Mike Cork on the Northwest Bassmasters and all that. They were there. They had 40 boats on the lake. We didn't have that many. We only had 8 boats show up. Because a lot of them that would have fished with us was fishing with them. But anyway, it is what it is. We had fun. Everybody was safe. I had boat issues, but it wasn't no big deal. I caught my 5, placed 6th place, and went about my business. Caught a limit of small ones, but I didn't catch anything Thursday or Friday. I practiced for 2 days and didn't get a bite. Wow. And didn't catch those fish till Saturday afternoon, right before my engine stopped working. I found some fish way, way up north. I found them on some drains coming in from something else. I caught 3 on one drain and 2 on the other. And then my engine cut out on me, and I had to take the troll motor all the way to a separate boat launch, because there's no way I would have made it 2 hours down the road. I would have ran out of battery. But yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing we fished this year so far. Our next one is coming up in a couple of weeks on Toledo Bend. We're gonna be going out of Alpine Marina, also right there.
Okay. So what do you expect for May 2nd? What do you expect the good bite's going to be? Where do you expect the fish to be concentrating at?
May 2nd. So May 2nd, you still going to have your spawn's going to be done. So it's going to be all probably post. You're going to have a brim spawn.
Sure.
And you might maybe still have a shad spawn, depending on temperatures in the morning. So all your fish are going to be coming off the bed. They're going to be off the beds. They're going to be in that transition stage. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be looking for brim. They're going to be looking for shad early in the morning, or if it's overcast, they last a little bit longer, but most of the time right there, right at daylight, they're going to be beating up on the shad. And then the rest of the day, you just go find some brim beds and flip some brim beds and right on the edges of them, on if they have grass or stumps or wood or anything. Now, you got to remember, Toledo Bend's clean right now, like clear.
Really?
So you might have brim beds in 10, 12 foot of water. Because it's so clear and it's low. So Toledo Bend's still 4 foot low. Not as bad as Rayburn. Rayburn's 9.5 foot low, I think, right now. But Toledo Bend is 4 foot low. So if you get some rain and it comes up 4 foot to that 171, 172 range, you might have brim beds in 10, 12 foot of water. And them fish will be sitting on the wood down there, waiting for a brim to come off the bed and chew them. So
what would you target?
Chatterbaits, flipping some big jigs, green pumpkin, brim colored, white and chartreuse chatterbait with a gold blade. I did good all year last year. Everywhere we went, from February to November, I caught fish on that bait. I mean, you're gonna have the forward-facing lookers, you know? Yes, sir.
Right there.
That's a chatterbait or a spinnerbait?
This is a chatterbait. Delta lures.
Okay, that's gold blade, 3/8 ounce.
Yep.
Yeah.
And see, I like putting a geek crack on that.
If you turn it sideways, right? You have it flat.
Yeah.
Turn it sideways is going to look more like a brim, and your chatterbait is going to hunt more.
Okay.
When you put a paddle tail on it, like if you put a paddle tail on there,
yeah,
it'll stop the chatterbait from hunting. It'll make it run straight. It's still going to have the vibration because it's going to have the vibration on the blade and the tail, but it's going to run straight. It won't have that erratic action like when you slow down the reel and speed back up. It's not going to want to hunt side to side. And that Delta lure, I don't know if you've noticed, that Delta lure loves to hunt. It'll move 18 inches either way.
In fact, that Delta lure chatterbait, that exact color with the geek crack on it, that's the only thing I've ever caught bass on in Lake Catawatchee.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good bait.
I have thrown all kinds of stuff in Catawatchee, you know, and, you know, I couldn't even catch fish wacky rigging there. But, you know, the same place, I go through slowly, you know, jigging a chatterbait off the bottom.
Right.
You know, I catch 5 bass going through that same spot.
Right. It's just something different they want to see. It just because I'll throw my regular white chatterbait with the gold blade.
Yeah.
And I don't get any even looks. And I'll put that gold blade, that Delta on. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them, but I love a chatterbait. Like the chatterbait is my confidence bait because I can cover a lot of water, and it's moving. You can fish it at every level of the water column.
There's just something about the Delta Lures Thunder Jig, which is their chatterbait. It just works.
I just think it's the erratic behavior it has because, like I said, it'll go 18 inches side to side, whereas a regular one will just move 4 or 5 inches.
And that was recently one of the few redfish I caught this year was caught on a chatterbait fishing for bass.
Yeah,
down by I went out of Bayou Falgu Marina down in Ontario. Went through Lake Decad. Back into some of those bayous in the south side of Decad.
Yeah.
And we were fishing for bass, and I was doing the same thing, jigging it around in some of the heaviest stuff I could find because chatterbaits cut through the weeds a lot better than spinnerbaits do.
Yeah, much better.
And, just in fact,
just rip it like you would a rattle trap. Yep.
It gets caught and go like this, and as soon as it gets out of that, and man,
yep.
When you have, this wasn't even very big, probably a 22-inch red hit it, and I mean, it was on, man. That was fun.
Yeah, shallow water redfish is the best.
And you hit them, and it just jumps straight out of the water, just like a smallmouth bass. Oh, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I looked at the guy, I'm like, this is why I fish. And I've only been saying that for 50 years now.
Yeah.
That is so much fun. So where else are you going to go that's noteworthy this year?
Oh, where are we going? We're going Caney Creek. We're going to Caddo.
Oh, Caddo, man, that's going to be fun.
We're going back to Grand Bayou. We're going to Chico in June. Yeah. It's a so-so, but it's gonna be it's good. There's a lot of trees. We better get in the shade. We got Sam Rayburn. We added Sam Rayburn this year. That's gonna be in October, which is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be the end of summer. They're gonna be on them deep drops coming up on them shallow flats, and hopefully the lake will be back up by October. I want to fish the Sealy Big Bass tournament next month over there, but if it's 9 foot low, I don't know if I'm gonna go. I want to tear up my boat because I've never been there, and being 9 foot low, you can even have. I watched one of the guys I follow on YouTube, Lance Duff. He fishes Toledo Bend and Rayburn. And he was talking about how dangerous it is right now. In the even in the boat lanes, they have stumps that's just barely under the water because it's so low.
Yeah.
He actually took a video of one right in the boat lane and left the coordinates on the screen. That way, people can plug that into their GPS. And then, like, he panned over, and the boat lane marker was like 15 foot from him.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a dang sure a lower unit getter for sure. And it wasn't no little one. It was probably about 3 foot around.
And if you have a heavy fiberglass boat and you're not going very fast, you can tear up the bottom of your boat.
Oh yeah, if you don't have a good bottom. What they call them? Gorilla hulls. Yeah, if you don't have one of those gorilla hulls from Toledo fiberglass over there, then you're gonna tear it up.
So let me ask you this: my specialty is wacky rigging. Is that going to be a factor?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Whoever you fishing with, y'all go find some brim beds. You fish that wacky rig all around that brim bed, you will catch a hammer. You might come out with a double digit.
So there's going to be a shallow bite too.
Well, remember what I just told you. They can have brim beds in 10, 12 foot of water.
It could be in 10, 12 foot of water. It could be in 5 feet of water.
Correct. But if you can find them, spawning flats where they get at, a wacky work, you can sit there and put the power poles down and fish all day long.
And get a lot of ting, 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 ting. Also, whoa.
And yank. Yes,
Whoa.
sir.
Got him.
Yeah, I would not be fishing. In fact, I have 2 rods in my boat to fish that. And they're both bait casts, and they both have 15-pound tests on them.
Oh yeah, I have 20-pound braid on my big spinning rods.
Yeah.
But those are multi-purpose from, specks to reds to bass.
Right.
The way they're making braids anymore, they're just so thin.
Oh yeah. I run 8-pound tests on my spinning reels. You cut your fingers off if you try to break that.
Oh yeah.
I put 2 foot. I put 2 foot of Yozuri not monofilament, the other one. Fluoro. Oh, my brain mashed out.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I put 2 foot of fluoro on mine as a leader for when I fish like that. But most of the time I go straight braid because that stuff is so little. And they're not looking at that line. They're looking at that bait.
They are.
You can sit there and catch 4,000 sakale on some bright yellow braid.
And also, you're not fishing in northern Green Bay. It's not crystal clear. And I don't care where you are out here.
Yeah.
It's not crystal clear. You're not fishing in the Florida Keys or in Green Bay.
Right.
Bay, I would use 6-pound fluoro, and I would have the entire reel spooled with fluoro. It doesn't cast as well. But with the zebra mussels up there, you need something tough like fluoro, and you need something like seen, because just like anywhere else nowadays, Green Bay gets pounded every day of every open water season.
Yeah.
So but down here I don't worry as much about that. I like to.
Yeah, down here it's not that bad.
And also, you don't have cypress knees in Green Bay. It's all there are some rocks, but mostly it's sand.
Yeah.
Down here, you have to worry about getting them up and away from the cypress knees or whatever the heck you're fishing around, the docks.
Right.
Some of the toughest vegetation I've ever seen.
Yeah, and if you get on a boat with somebody that has the little forward-facing box, and you whip out that spinning rod and put you a little minnow on there, and maybe y'all can stand on the front deck together and go chase them big ones.
I've done that actually with deep diving crankbaits, and I sat there and watched. Actually, I was on False River.
Yeah,
I watched six bass chase my crankbait past the brush pile.
Yeah,
that is so cool. And I've done that lots of times for sakale.
Mm-hmm.
And just one thing, Gary. I know you're a saltwater fisherman too. I would love to be able to go into a place and just scan it really quick for speckled trout.
I used to do that. I used to use my side imaging.
Yeah. So then you've already done your stuff.
That's when Humminbird first came out with side imaging.
With the 360?
No, just side imaging, just like the Lowrance has the side imaging.
Sure. Bottom line, I think was the first one that came out.
And I used to leave it 120 feet on both sides. And I had 112-pound troll motor. It would push that. I had a 22-foot Skeeter bay boat. And with four people on it, plus myself and fuel and bait, it would push. It was a 36-volt Riptide. When they first came out with the with the remote control for it and all that stuff, the GPS one. And I'd put that thing on a dip, right? So I knew the fish was staying in 10 to 12 foot of water.
Yep.
I'd follow that 10 to 12 foot contour, and I'd just press it on the remote, and it would do it by itself. And all I would do is watch the screen, and I'd tell the guys 100 feet that way, the trout are over there. And then they'd fish a little while, then they'd move. Then I'd turn the boat and find them. I'd go find them and tell them, look, they're over here now. I'd just chase them all day long till we filled up the ice chest and till their arms got tired.
Yeah, trout just go in a big circle. That's all I can figure out.
I'll tell you how to find them. Early in the morning before daylight, you ride on the downside, the downwind side of the lake. And when you smell watermelon, you start going for that smell.
Actually, I was just watching Marshman today who was talking about the watermelon smell.
My grandpa taught me that when I was a little bitty kid. He used to gill net back then. And that's how he would find the fish at night. He would run the bottoms, and when he would smell it, he would turn into it. And they would catch. I seen 30-inch trout over here. I seen their mouths get stuck in 4-inch webbing.
Ugh.
4-inch.
Well, hey man,
their mouths would stay stuck in it. Huh?
Do you have shout outs you'd like to do? We're getting towards the end of the show.
Oh yeah. I got I appreciate all my sponsors, you know. Without my sponsors, man, it'd be hard. But Veterans United Home Loans, if you're looking for a home, if you're a veteran, man, get in touch with us. We have an excellent program. If your credit is not as great as it should be, there's a program that you can go through, and it's like 3 months or something. And then by the time 3 months is finished, you're ready to buy a house. Nothing down. And, you know, they're great people. They work with us all the time. V&M Baits. Great bait. They just came out with a bunch of good fluke style baits. Just came out with one. They posted it today. It's a dark blue with light blue fleck in it. SRD 20. They make the best stuff for me anyway. They make the best stuff to clean your boat. You wipe it down and clean it, and it's sealed. It don't make water spots no more for a while. Golden's Boat Carpeting. They do an excellent job. I just y'all will see it. The job they did in May. Elijah's boat just got done. His boat looks like it just came out of the factory. Beautiful. Fish lung. I was talking about fish lung. All right, that big fish in 22 foot of water. I didn't have a fizzing needle, and couldn't get him to stay down. I didn't have any weights to hang on his fins to stay upright. We put him in that tank with that fish lung, and it cut up all my hands trying to get him out at the end of the day. He was mad. Lowe's helps us out all the time. They donate items for us to raffle off or give away as door prizes and stuff like that. My business, Happy Days Gift Shop, we do all the printing. I do all the hats and shirts and all that stuff for Thin Line. If you order a hat or shirt, got this. That's a leather patch. Oh, I did this shirt. Can't see the shirt. I did the shirt. I got all kind of stuff for Thin Line, but we do all that. Behind the lines. Behind the line, not lines. Behind the line is our first responder nonprofit. They're out of Baton Rouge. They take care of all the first responder stuff. If somebody needs some help with first responder, they got it. The Fallen Outdoors does the veteran side of it. They're out of Monroe area. But without them and those that we're working on getting, it's tough. It costs a lot of money to put these events on.
It sure does.
I'm fixing to have to spend $300 on permits for May 2nd.
It does. You know, guys, if you're watching this, please, is there any way people can donate to the Thin Line to help out with this veterans tournament?
They'd have to call the number, which is 318-508-0567. It's on our website. It's on our Facebook page. Call that number. Talk to Elijah. He can take a donation over the phone. I don't think the website has anything yet.
Okay.
Because it's still being created. I don't think it has that, because I do want to make a donation spot, because I want to make funds available. Let's say Jay Angel wants to fish Thin Line Fishing League's tournament in June on Chico. And Mr. J says, man, I really like to fish it. I don't have a boat. I'd like to get in with somebody. Or if Mr. J has a boat and, man, I'm just kind of short on cash this month. Life happened, but I really want to fish that tournament. Well, guess what? Thin Line's going to have an account for that, a veteran's entry fee, right?
Okay.
When you come there and say, you know,
we're just about out of time, man.
Yeah.
So, man, thank you so much for once again coming on my show. And thank you for coming to the RAU banquet. I had a great time having you there. I know that you got to promote Thin Line a little bit.
So can't wait for the fish release.
I can't wait to fish with you, man. Let's fish together as much as we can this summer and every summer after that. But man, stick around after the show. And guys, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the Let's Talk Fishing show. I love to promote guys like this. I love to promote fishing all together. And man, this guy right here, he promotes fishing and also he helps out veterans and runs not-for-profit. So man, it's a great match, me and him. But stick around. I'm going to end the show with that.
Thank you.